The giant,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So you know that thing's full.
The kegerator.
Last but not least, before we go today, I want to talk about Oreo. They're always coming out with something, and for the most part, they always seem to miss the boat. I am curious. I am at the same time disgusted.
They hit a home run with double stuff. They could just stop now.
Yeah, double stuff.
That's all they needed to do.
Oreo is good. How do you make Oreo better? Add more of it.
Well,
Triple stuff, you've gone too far. But double stuff, you got it.
You guys put any credence in the idea that they almost like Coke and New Coke, like they cheated people with the double stuff? You went up to double stuff. It seemed like a lot, and they slowly shaved that down a little bit. Just over time,
it's
like a little less. And
yeah.
now a double stuff Oreo is what a normal Oreo used to be. That's
Well,
what
it's
I've
like
heard
a 1.5
anyway.
stuff. I
And
think.
yeah, and a normal Oreo is like half of what it used.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
They're
the theory.
playing you.
Yeah,
They're playing you.
So maybe
Really?
triple. That's
think
what I've
so.
heard. And so that's maybe triple stuff is worth it. But you're right. Like. You always miss the boat because you were in the boat when you started throwing things out of it. Like,
got it.
you had it. And then you went double stuff and did it even better.
Yeah.
And then everything else after that's just a miss. Like,
Well,
everything.
Like this. Wasabi. Wasabi is a interesting flavor that
Sure.
in small doses on sushi is phenomenal.
I enjoy
Right.
it. I enjoy a good wasabi peanut.
Tell you what I don't like is wasabi with my chocolate cookies. That's not going to be a good fit.
Chocolate and wasabi.
Because now, if it was pure wasabi in there, that's a challenge at least. Can you eat
Right.
a
Yeah.
wasabi-filled cream inside an Oreo? That's at least a challenge.
And that's not what this is. In
No.
fact, it's not even close. Well, it's kind of close to wasabi. Wasabi, most of the time in America, is not actually wasabi. We don't get wasabi very often here. Wasabi is actually kind of a hot commodity in Japan, where it's traditionally made. What we're getting here most of the time, when you go get sushi, is colored horseradish. That's what you're eating. And horseradish is usually just close enough to wasabi that it sells. So at the end of the day, you know Oreo is not like hunting down wasabi farmers to get their crop. Like,
Yeah.
it's horseradish.
Is this true?
You're eating horseradish flavored Oreos. Like that's what you got, right? That's what you're.
We've
that's
been
what you're
lied
dancing with.
to?
I think most of the time, yeah. I know. It's fine.
Broken his world.
You're going to have to give me a second.
The other flavor they announced.
Again, does not pair well with cookie. And it is chicken wing. Hot chicken wing.
It's presumably buffalo, right? That's if you're gonna go hot chicken.
It
wing.
has the color
flavor
of
you're gonna
buffalo,
put- yeah,
but
right.
at the end of the day, it's still a hot chicken wing. No one goes, you know what goes well together? Hot chicken wings and my Oreo cookies.
Yeah.
Right.
Just stupid.
It's a weird problem that confectionaries, I should say candy companies in America seem to have. I saw this with Snickers over the summer. I don't know if you guys saw this. They had a couple custom flavors of Snickers out, and one of them is like hot chili ancho Snickers. It's a spicy Snickers bar. And I'm like,
Stupid.
what are you doing? Like, the only people that are going to buy that are YouTubers and people who are just daring their friends. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this will be weird. I'll try that. Or the occasional creep who's weird enough to be wandering around Walgreens at 2 a.m. and thinks this ought to be good. Like, nobody's traditionally going to buy that. You're not going to get any
No.
mainstream sales, which I guess is why you do limited runs of these kind of things.
know
But,
this-
like, why are you putting money
yeah.
into that?
I know the spicy candy thing is a deal like south of the border, like in Mexico.
Sure.
The chili powder candy is. I can remember the first time that a friend of mine, she has family in Mexico, and they'd sent her a bunch of candy, and she didn't tell me it was the kind where it was, like a gobstopper on the outside, but in the middle there's just a pocket of chili powder.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I've ever had one of those.
So like similar to like what you might expect a sour candy or something to have some sour in the middle. This had chili powder. And she was like, "Here, try this." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I popped it in, and I'm a biter. I'm not a
Sucker?
I'm not a sucker. I'm a biter. So I bit into it like relatively quickly, and I was like, "Oh God, what?"
What have
Like
you
I was
done?
not ready for
What
that.
have you done to me?
So yeah, that was my introduction to the chili powder candy thing, which is a very, very popular in Mexico.
Before we go, our time is running out. Did we ever talk about the person we had in the lobby area here of the building?
Right
no.
before the show?
Yeah.
No, we did not.
So before the show today, there was a lovely young lady in a Cinderella. I don't want to say costume. So Cinderella was here. She was in the lobby of our building. She somehow found an iPhone and was trying to
Must have borrowed it from someone.
yeah, and was trying to track down where she was supposed to be. Where do you have to be
Okay.
in your life
All right.
where you go, I got it. I'm going to dress up like Cinderella.
Yeah.
And not go to a kid's party. That's fine. That you're going. I get that. You walk in, praise and adoration, high fives.
Sure.
You're a hero. That makes total sense to me. Sign me up. I would be any character I would make sense for, which would probably be like a Harry Potter character, the groundskeeper guy.
Hagrid.
Thank you. I forgot. I blanked on his name. I could be him at a party somewhere and walk in and high five. Great.
Right. All
done.
day.
Yeah, all day. But to walk into a corporate office right here with thousands of people in suits and ties walking all around you, and you're there with your pink glittery like little messenger bag and you're trying to find out where you're going.
I get self-conscious on days like even Halloween where you're expected to dress up and I got to show up in a costume. I get self-conscious walking into the building and just people looking at me because like most people are not dressed up, but it's Halloween, so it's not unexpected. I get weirded out by that. I can only imagine if my gig was dress up like Cinderella and go to corporate parties or something. I'm not really sure how I'd feel.
Okay, real quick before we tumble down this rabbit hole, because I live with a woman who cosplays and does costumes. Like she's all about it. So I'm hoping I can offer some insight without her lighting me on fire in the comments. So we'll see.
I'm ready.
One, the Cinderella. Okay. You might be wondering, because I did the same thing when somebody came into our office and said, "You're not going to believe it, Cinderella's out in the lobby." How did we know it's Cinderella? It was like to a T the Cinderella outfit from Disney. The one you're thinking of with the big blue dress and like the blonde hair up, that.
If you
it was
went to
exactly
Disney World
that. Yeah, it was
and found Cinderella, that's what she would look
unmistakably
like.
Cinderella. Yeah. So to be fair, it's pretty good Cinderella. The fact that you can see it from a distance and go,
Yeah.
"Oh, Cinderella," you know. Two, she had to have been here for some kind of like celebration.
Board meeting?
I worry this is the worst case scenario for a building like this. I worry this was like a gag from one employee to another.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're gonna call up some
Cinderella
poor woman
Graham.
who's probably supposed to be at a kid's party to come out and make a spectacle of this thing for you, and she's gonna be tangled up in this stupid practical joke that we've all got.
Maybe
Hopefully
there's
that wasn't
I
bad.
can only hope there's a video shoot somewhere going on.
Exactly.
Need a Disney
Probably,
princess.
possibly upstairs in our own office.
Maybe,
We've been
yeah.
known to employ a Cinderella
knowing
or
it.
two.
So there's another Cinderella outside right now.
How do you know this is another
Oh
one?
my God! Switch to Josh Cam, would you?
I got it.
So
What's happening there? He's got a tattoo. She has a tattoo.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
so
She's from far away. She's wearing a wig.
no, that was not a she.
You don't think?
No.
Well, okay.
That was a he with a
Cinderfella.
really Cinderfella with a really horrible wig. I don't know what's happening in the building, but I love
I
the
wanna
fact
find out.
I love the fact that I work here.
Yeah.
We'll try to track it down and film it on Friday. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
I really hope they're not related. I really hope they're not
just
like
two,
part of
just two
Completely
random
independent
Cinderellas.
Cinderellas? Oh, wow.
Oh dear God, I love this job. Well, we were right back on Friday, right here, 12 o'clock. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the Lunch Break Show. I am Josh. This is Zach. That is Matt. Have a phenomenal day and enjoy yourself.